Hello.
Hello.
Hello. It's GunganWatch. It's been a year and a bit.
An entire year's worth of Gungan, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, we've had some big Gungan news in 2017. 2017 has been a Gungan year, if ever there was one. Apart from 1999, Year of Our Lord.
The Gungan year.
Yeah. To be honest, I think we should change the system. So right now it would be just coming up for 19 AJJ, which is after Jar Jar.
Ah, okay.
Everything before that is BJJ, before Jar Jar.
I'll forever be that on my calendar, certainly.
Yeah. So, do you want to tell the people who you are?
Oh, hello. I'm the Skunk Pope, and I make a few wee things for YouTube. But as of now, it's only one video. But I'll hopefully make some more stuff. And I'm an avid fan of Gungan, so I can't wait to hear all the Gungan news. I've been remiss in my duties. I've not heard any of the big Gungan news this year, so it'll be an education for me.
Wow. You've not heard it. Well, you're in for a treat then, because this year, alright, we're going to kick off with the biggest news story in Gungans.
Okay.
Jar Jar came back. Jar Jar appeared for the first time since the Clone Wars animated CGI series this year.
Oh, I might have heard a little bit about this, because this is book appearance.
Yes, he appeared in Aftermath Empire's End, in which it's revealed that he was shunned on Naboo for helping in the rise of the Empire, but he became a street clown for refugees from the Empire.
Oh, wow. To
cheer up refugee children, so...
I don't think it's on Jar Jar. I mean, if everybody else played their role in the creation of the Empire, people need to stop blaming Jar Jar, to be honest.
Well, to be honest, I see it as Chuck Wendig. I think that he's this is a meta commentary on how people scapegoat Jar Jar for everything they don't like about the Star Wars prequels. Because it wasn't just him.
Of course
and he wasn't even a massive part of it. Anyone could have been manipulated into making that call.
Absolutely.
But he was scapegoated more than anyone else anyway. So I think it's a big meta commentary on the state of the Star Wars fan community and their general heathenish ways, I'd say. Because, I mean, most people are Gungan watchers, obviously.
Obviously.
But, a lot of Star Wars fans aren't, and it's just disappointing, really.
I mean, it really is. I mean, when I heard that there was a sort of backlash to The Last Jedi, I naturally assumed it was because there's no Gungans in it. But then I found out all of the ridiculous reasons that they cite. I'm like, come on. I would have been on board if you were annoyed at the lack of Gungans, because that's just reasonable, but...
I probably would have given that film a 9 out of 10. But as it stands, I give it a 3 out of 10, because there's no Gungans.
That's totally fair.
The 3 that it makes is mostly because of the Thala Sirens.
Oh.
Do you remember those?
Yeah, those are the creatures that Luke drinks milk from, right?
Yeah, the ones who have 4 tits on their crotches and just kind of sit about the place, and Luke...
Wait to be milked.
Luke very greedily takes all that milk and then just slurps it all up and it's all in his beard, and he's just kind of looking at Rey.
Yeah, so what? What? I'm drinking this milk and it's delicious.
So that's going to lead us tightly into the first new segment, because we can't do most of the segments we did last year because a bunch of them didn't happen this year. Last year we did Gungan Merchandise of the Year and there's been none.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah, so
There hasn't been even one article of Gungan merchandise in this entire year.
Not that I have discovered on my travails.
Oh no!
Like last year, there was a few Lego sets with Gungans in, and the one we chose was the Jar Jar Binks Sum Sum.
Oh, lovely! I don't own nearly enough of this paraphernalia. I need to get looking into it.
Yeah, I've got a few things. Been drinking out of my Jar Jar mug. Got my Jar Jar Sum Sum. I got my figure.
Do you have that little pest dispenser that sticks his tongue out?
No, unfortunately. I do, however, have a tiny little Jar Jar head that used to have a tongue that came out and stuck to things, but that's gone. But he's entirely coloured like a raw, like reddish pink colour, and it looks like he's been flayed alive, and it's very upsetting. But yeah, the first new segment for this year is Cadu Corner, is what I'm calling it.
Ooh.
Because Cadus were the mounts that the Gungans rode in the Phantom Menace.
Okay.
And so Cadu Corner is going to be talking about what we think our favourite Star Wars creatures from this year are.
Ooh.
Which ones can join the lofty heights of things like the Cadus and the Fambars and everything that the Gungans were using in the best Star Wars film.
The best Star Wars film, absolutely. What are you thinking? What makes it there for you?
To be honest, as I say, Thala Sirens are definitely up there.
Understandable. I mean, they dispense delicious green milk and they look incredible.
Yeah, and they're really chill. They just kind of sit there. My runner up would probably be the I don't know if you could count them, but the fish nuns. I like those.
Oh yeah, I like them too.
But at the same time, though, they seem pretty sentient, so I probably wouldn't put them in Cadu Corner territory. So I'm gonna say Thala Sirens are my creature that I'm putting up there in the pantheon.
Those little fish nun creatures. I heard something about like that little wheelbarrow that Rey trashes is made out of bones of another creature, so they're quite resourceful.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to think what would make it into the lofty upper echelons of the Gungan. And their mounts. I like those little icy foxes. I thought they were cool.
The Volptices, I think they're
Volptices, that's it. You're correct. I think. Aye, they're nice.
They're alright. I wouldn't. I don't think I'd put them quite up there just because they're a bit too furry for me.
Yeah.
Like I know they're not furry. They're like salt
spiky,
boys,
yeah.
But they're a bit too furry aesthetic.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's a high bar to reach. So
yeah. So I think that I think generally the only other one that I think is getting towards there it's not porgs, but porg babies.
Oh, porglets, okay.
Only porglets. Like I couldn't care less about porgs compared to porglets.
That's understandable. I mean, the porglets are the cutest thing in the universe.
I like their weird little tongues. That's what I like about those.
They're adorable.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the man-faced goat boys. No, they creep me out a little bit. They were a little bit uncanny valley.
They are quite scary. They remind me of something. What is it? The centaur in the first Harry Potter film, or is it
Yeah,
the second? I
yeah.
don't know. But they
No,
gave
it's
me
the first
definite vibes of that centaur, and I was a bit like, oh, they're almost cute in an odd way, but they're kind of weird. You're right.
Yeah.
Very
Well,
uncanny valley.
I think it was a little bit upper in the Last Airbender film,
Oh,
where
okay.
they put the eyes on the front,
Right.
and as soon as you put the eyes on the front of a creature that is very prey animal looking, it becomes instantly very uncanny valley.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So I think that's kind of what happened there. It's just it's just not right. Something a bit uncomfortable about it. I don't think they come anywhere close to Cadus in terms of the Star Wars mounts.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It still made me sad seeing them get treated badly, but at the same time, it's like they're weird looking.
You know, I think that scene would have, or those scenes would have been much better if they'd taken all of that, yeah,
hmm
replace it with Cadus.
I think so.
Because, like, it's not like they were from that planet anyway.
Yeah, I think they were imported. There's
Because,
there's a case to be made
Rose,
for Tauntauns as well, but Cadus would have been the right choice. Sorry, you're
yeah,
gonna
like,
say Rose?
Rose mentions that they are on other planets, so it's assumed they're not from Canto Bight. But yeah, Tauntauns, I'd say Tauntauns are somewhere in the middle between whatever those things are called, because I forgot, and Caddies, which are like the top echelon of it.
hmm
So I think that's probably all we can milk out of Caddy Corner. Green milk out of it. Do you like that? That was a little joke that I definitely intended before I started it,
Absolutely.
and didn't kind of realise it as I went along.
Callback.
So the next segment is probably one of the most important segments, and it is one that I'm carrying over from last year, because this is one that applies every year, I think, and that's Gungan of the Year award.
Oh, nice.
Last year, we decided that Jar Jar should take it.
How many years has Jar Jar won?
That last year was the first GunganWatch
Ah, okay.
where we did the award. This year, I want to nominate someone a bit different.
Who's that?
You know him, you love him. He
Oh.
was a captain, then he was a general. Tarpals.
Oh. Is this the mustachey?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love him.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
fantastic.
In the film, in The Phantom Menace, he says at one point he says, "You said big doodle this time," and at another point he goes, "Jump, Jar Jar, jump!" I like that.
The most iconic line.
Yeah. And then later in the Clone Wars series, he actually sacrifices his own life to capture General Grievous.
What a hero.
And,
I think I've only seen the lead up to that, but I never saw the full actual episode, so I really need to get watching it.
Yeah. I sent you a link to a video of just that scene.
Oh, that was it, yeah.
Yeah. But he sacrifices his life, and the Gungans actually managed to capture General Grievous, who, like, no one had been able to capture him at that point.
That's because the Gungans are incredible.
Yeah, see, it's just a testament to Gungan ingenuity and prowess that they managed that. And it's just incredible that our best friend, our lover, General Tarpals could sacrifice his own life to distract and keep General Grievous from noticing that the rest of the Gungans were about to take him out, and they captured him. And if it wasn't for Anakin fucking Skywalker going and getting angry at this Gungan fella who he thinks has taken Padme, but he hasn't really. He gets angry at him. He goes and he just kind of walks into the trap and gets caught, and then they have to trade General Grievous back for him.
Oh, for the love of God.
So basically, Tarpals his sacrifice ends up meaning nothing because Anakin's a fucking horny prick and I hate him.
Absolutely. Fuck Anakin. That's some really rotten patter.
Yeah, like, Anakin, nothing else he did was that bad, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like nothing. There was nothing that bad. Except that actually he nullified General Tarpals' sacrifice.
Yeah, there's no one thing or multiple things that I can think of that is worse than that. That's the worst act he ever did.
Yeah, definitely.
That's shocking. Sure. I'm actually pretty aghast at that. I'm annoyed now. God damn Anakin.
More like Anna Skin. So I've got a couple of honourable little mentions of things that have happened this year.
Oh, hit me.
For one thing, in the most recent edition of the Darth Maul Son of Dathomir comic series, the most recent version of the trade paperback of it, there's a gallery of promotional things that included Darth Maul in the back of it.
Oh, okay.
From 1999. And one of them is actually the cover of the Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace manga.
That sounds incredible.
Of which I have read half of. Because
is it good?
2 parts, and it's alright. It looks a bit weird because all the humans are very manga looking and all of the aliens are rendered in complete perfect detail. Except for Jar Jar, who is also kind of manga-y.
That sounds really intriguing.
Yeah. But because it has the full covers for that series in this comic, it does have a picture of manga Jar Jar Binks in there, so that's a fun little thing.
That's beautiful. I can't wait to see that.
He also appeared in the Star Wars Galactic Atlas, which came out last year, but I didn't have it when we recorded, so I didn't know about it. He appears a few times, most notably on the Naboo page. And he also appears in Star Wars The Complete Locations, sitting at the table in Anakin's house.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I have a question that you'll probably know the answer to.
I probably will, because it's going to be a question about Gungans.
It is definitely going to be a question about Gungans. Has there ever been a Gungan Jedi?
There has been a Gungan youngling.
Oh.
Or, as I like to call it, a Gunling.
Oh, that's perfect.
I am going to find the picture for you, because it's absolutely incredible. It's the only known Force-sensitive Gungan.
Amazing.
And it looks like... . 'Cause Sorry, I'm just getting
No,
the
not
image
at all.
for you. There.
Let's have a little look at this. Oh, I think I have seen this.
Now, like, the one thing about this baby Gungan that I find the most, like, I'm not usually upset by Gungans. Gungans, whenever I see them, usually it's a net gain to my positive emotional attitude.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, I think it's the eyes.
Yeah, I think so. It's absolutely
The pupils
terrifying.
appear to kind of be dispersing.
It's slightly reminiscent of Sith eyes. Maybe some people should keep an eye.
Was that a joke?
No, well, it was another one of those. Might have been a joke, but I wasn't clever enough to make it. Oh dear.
So, what? I have to wonder. Did this child survive? Because she wasn't actually taken to the Jedi Temple during the episodes that she was in.
These are the questions that they need to answer.
Yeah. So I just want to see what happened. I just want to see if she's ended up growing up as a Force-sensitive Gungan who wasn't killed in the Jedi Purge.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping happened. I hope she made it out, and I wish they hadn't made The Last Jedi and made the first and last Gungan Jedi.
Yeah.
That would have been better.
There was also... actually, I have to check something. I'm just going to get up quickly because I need to check the year that something came out.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I've got my copy of Star Wars Obi-Wan and Anakin, which is a comic.
Mm.
Oh hey, the person who it is by wrote another prequel era comic that I got today.
Oh, nice.
Which is fun, which is one about Darth Vader immediately after the end of Revenge of the Sith.
Is it like set 10 seconds after the no?
Yeah, literally.
Excellent.
Just looking at what year this came out. Oh, first printing 2016, but I didn't know about it then. I will mention that there is one Gungan that's just hanging out
Like,
in the background in one scene in Obi-Wan and Anakin.
excellent.
He's on Coruscant, he's hanging out. And also in the book Bloodline by Claudia Gray.
Oh, this is the one immediately after the 3 Aftermath books. I've just started the first one tonight.
Ah. Well, I have only read the first Aftermath book.
Oh, okay.
And the chapter with Jar Jar in it. And Bloodline I also read. But in
excellent.
Bloodline, there is a Gungan senator.
Amazing.
There's a Gungan senator who is doing something with a data pad.
Excellent. I just wish that
That's
they would
what we learned about.
have the courage to put Gungans in the new trilogy. I mean,
Yeah.
9 is their last chance. They need to get cracking on some Gungan action in there.
Well, it's not their last chance because now Star Wars films will happen at least once a year.
True.
So our next opportunity, and this would be the best birthday present because it's gonna be out on my birthday. The next opportunity is in Solo: A Star Wars Story
Ah, okay.
on the 25th of May next year.
Very happy returns in advance.
Yeah. So if Disney Lucasfilm want to give me a birthday present, because I'm sending people to the cinemas in droves, and I'm kind of supporting their whole business with GunganWatch.
Oh, naturally.
With like the accumulated hundreds of views that I've gotten on it.
Uh-huh. That's hundreds of people that would have just gone, fuck Star Wars.
Yeah, but then they found out about Gungans.
Mm-hmm.
So if they want to give me their like most important fan a birthday present, they'll put some Gungans in Solo, a Star Wars story.
That they will. Are you hearing Kathleen Kennedy? She's definitely listening to this. You know what you need to do.
You know what you need to do.
You've always known.
Just put a Gungan in it.
Yeah, make a Gungan the main character, please.
There's not even been a Gungan in Rebels.
That's shocking.
Yeah, like, I'd probably rate Rebels as a series something like a 9 out of 10, but I'm going to rate it like a 1 out of 10, because there's not even a Thalos Siren.
That is despicable. I was going to get into watching that. I've seen the first few episodes, or maybe the first, up until Lando. I'm on the Idiot's Array, I think it's called, that episode of Lando.
Yeah.
And now that I know that I'm not going to get a Gungan, I'm almost considering not continuing watching the series.
I watched it all. I watched it all hoping against hope that a Gungan would be in it.
They just keep ruining stuff by omitting Gungans. This is a travesty.
Yeah.
I'm happy to know this is...
At least we did get...
Oh, sorry.
At least we did, in the last couple of years, get at least 3 Gungan appearances.
I mean, that's something to be thankful for.
Yeah.
I'm happy to know, starting the Aftermath book, that this is the one with Jar Jar mentioned.
Yeah, well, that's in the 3rd of the Aftermath trilogy.
Oh, right, okay. So I've got that to look forward to.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not just mentioned, he's a main character of a chapter.
That is the best.
Which tells me that Chuck Wendig is a fellow Gungan watcher.
I think you're right on that score. He's got to be.
Because, like, I don't think he did anything. He didn't kill Jar Jar.
No.
He didn't turn Jar Jar into a villain like everyone wanted because they're idiots.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did the most justice possible to Jar Jar's character.
It sounds like it, yeah.
By turning it into a meta-commentary on how he's been scapegoated by the Star Wars fandom, as they say it in the business.
Yeah, that sounds like the right way to go about it.
So I think we should say a big rats off to you, Chuck Wendig. A big rats off to you.
Absolutely.
Fambatastic.
We should all club together and give Chuck Wendig that blue glowy orb thing from the end of the best Star Wars film.
Yeah, we should get him to hold it up in the air and go, peace!
Absolutely.
While a bunch of Gungans in the background are singing a really jaunty version of the Emperor's theme from Return of the Jedi.
Ooh, I didn't even pick up on that. I'll need to go and...
Didn't you?
No,
That's the thing. It goes da 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 da.
That never occurred to me that was a jaunty version of that piece of music. But now that you say it, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty incredible. That's a lovely subtle wee thing, that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks, John Williams. You used the Gungans in a good way.
Absolutely. John Williams has got to be a Gungan watcher too.
Yeah. The thing is, did you know... Alright, tell me which year Gungans first appeared. Alright, this is a bit of trivia.
This sounds like it's got an answer which isn't the Phantom Menace, so did Gungans make an appearance before that?
Yeah, I think I mentioned this last year, but it bears repeating that the first ever Gungan is actually one on the roof of building.
This one that was put in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, in Return of the Jedi in the 1997 remaster.
Mm-hmm.
During the festivities across the galaxy, there's one Gungan on the roof and he goes, "We are free."
Beautiful.
I know. And I think that I think that Gungan defined a generation of Gungan watchers. The
Oh,
generation,
absolutely.
the BJJ generation of Gungan watchers.
Mm.
Like, do you know, I was when I was a kid, because I was born in 1996, so I first watched Star Wars when I was 3. Didn't give a shit, and then I went and saw The Phantom Menace. Saw my best friend Jar Jar. Fucking loved it. Wouldn't stop talking about it. And I got a Lego set where you got guitar poles and you got Jar Jar and you got 2 Cadus. I got that for Christmas from my grandma.
Lovely.
Fucking loved it.
See, that's the way.
Yeah.
Original trilogy, take it or leave it.
Yeah, well, they improved it a lot by including that Gungan.
It
But
was
the
trash
cuts-
before they did that.
The cuts that I watched as a kid were taped ones that were taped before that was released.
Oh well, that's the problem. There you are.
Yeah. So people disparage the special editions of Star Wars, but they put a Gungan in it,
Yep.
and that's the golden rule.
That makes them the definitive editions as far as I'm concerned.
You want to make a good film? Put a Gungan in it.
Mm-hmm.
See, you take Avengers 3, still avenging, yeah.
Yeah.
You get Hawkeye because he's boring. You take him out. You put a Gungan in it instead.
Film
Yeah.
of the century.
And then we'd all like it.
Absolutely. There is nothing that can't be improved with the addition of a Gungan.
That is very true. That is wise wisdom from the wisest pope I know. Honestly, like, I know of at least 2 popes.
Oh yeah?
You're the best one because you're a Gungan watcher. That other bloke, I know for a fact he doesn't care about Gungans.
Yeah. You can tell it in every single pore. It's just oozing an indifference towards Gungans.
Yeah, which immediately that's a big no from me.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So I think that probably about rounds out this year's amphibian festivities.
Da-na-na, na-na-na. Peace.
So before we go, do you want to tell people where to find your Skunk Pope stuff?
I am just the Skunk Pope on YouTube. That's it. And you can find some stuff there. I might do a little thing about The Last Jedi next week, and if I might do some things about Gungans, so I would love your help with that.
I think we could do some fun collab work on some hot
Absolutely.
Gungan content.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been so much
No,
fun.
it's fine. As always, you can find me on YouTube here at just look for Elodie Cunningham, that's me. And you can find me on Podhaven, which is Indie Haven's podcast network. I run it and I do most of the podcasts on it.
Absolutely.
And I release them semi-regularly, which is more than you can say about the Pope, because he doesn't release podcasts semi-regularly.
He's been really lax in his podcasting.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to reach out to people, he knows what to do. Become a fan of Gungans and make podcasts. But he's no bothered.
So all that's left to say is what we say every year on this podcast we do every year, and this definitely isn't just the second year I've done it.
What's that?
Which is Merry Binksmas.
Oh, Merry Binksmas.
and a happy new Binks.